Oh, wait, no. Neon, editor Neon, cut this back in. This will be the hook clip. Cut this back in. I forgot. The poll is over. It was over, and I didn't make a thing for it, but it was over. I think last week actually. No, it was over. Yeah, it was over days ago. When episode 11 came out. And according to the poll, by popular demand, he is going to be Bakula. Blah. I'm a vampire. I am Shiori's dad. I beat her as a child. So, that's what it's gonna be. Okay. I'm gonna stop now. Oh, I've got this nailed down. Nice, no Discord overlay either. Hello, Nesties. Yeah, I think I figured out the trick to having game audio at the start of the recording. Go me. Now, a couple things right out of the way. I am a little scrambled in terms of what was the last CG we got. Oh, we didn't get one last time. We didn't get one in the last 2 episodes. That's right. A little scrambled as to what exactly has been happening. Let you in on an inside secret. It is currently Labor Day. I am recording this week, actually. It is late at night, and I'm gonna try and keep this episode tight, short and sweet, because I do not have a ton of time to be recording this and getting this all out for all of you. Even though I don't go through a ton of editing, I still have to wait for the render, and that does take a while when I upscale to 4K. Well, it's not really upscaling, I'm just rendering it at 4K. Last time we learned more about Shiori, Kaoru, and Kaoru met with Mirei, and Mirei basically gave her the runaround and then said, listen, Kaoru, I know you've been going through some stuff, but it's going to be up to you. I'm going to recenter my camera. It's going to be up to you to figure out what you want to do in the future, and nobody else can ever tell you what you're feeling or what you should do. That's something you have to decide on your own. And then Kaoru went and she talked to Riku, and Riku talked about how back in middle school, and she suspects in elementary school, Shiori's dad abused her at home. And Kaoru was basically like, yeah, Riku, remember, I'm sorry, I kind of lied when I said that I wasn't going to make a move on Shiori. I think I might make a move on her, not yet, but I think I will in the future. And Riku was like, dang, that kind of sucks. I guess I'm getting childhood friended. So anyway, let's continue on. We left off with Kaoru. Was it waking up in her bedroom? She's in her bedroom and it's nighttime. I don't remember. No. She said, I'm going to go to the homeroom. I'm going to go homeroom, go talk to Asahi. There's something I need to do. And then we cut to... Oh, wow. Convenient. We cut to her in her room. I think that's what that was. I'm not going to read that even. I'm going to go back and load my save manually. Not that I don't trust the continue. But... Oh, it's Riku. Just that I want to load it up, and this is the right one. And there we go. Take off my... keep it out. I'm just gonna take off my watch. After returning home, eating dinner, and taking a bath, I get into bed. Also, if I sound funky, it's because I'm kind of rushing things, and once again, it's late at night. My school bag is packed, and I'm all ready for tomorrow. I've messaged Shiori too. I want to talk to you tomorrow morning, preferably at the same time as when morning classroom duties start, like that one time when we accidentally touched hands looking at the flower, remember? Game. My text is marked as read almost immediately, though Shiori doesn't respond. Dang, she really left her unread like that. I figured she'd leave me unread. Okay, well. A part of me optimistically believes that even if the morning doesn't work out, there's always lunch break and after school. No matter how many times she might push me away, I'm determined to speak to her. Dawn, you'll something. What is that? I'm gonna look this up. I know I said I wasn't gonna dilly-dally, but We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. What is it? Take the pot and leave. Just leave. On. I will never let you let me leave. I promise I'm not lying. Go ahead, ask anybody who has seen me trying. I'm not going. If it seems like I did, I'm probably waiting outside. Such a stubborn man, you'll likely never meet another. When we have our family dinner, you can ask my mother. She's the best. He was kind of wilding for that one, you know. Crazy that turned out to be an actual healthy and meaningful relationship and didn't end in a restraining order. Kaoru low-key on her like stalker era or stalker arc. Well, she's on part 2. She already took this secret photo of Mide. I put my phone away and closed my eyes, wanting to fall asleep as quickly as possible, because you know, if you close your eyes, doesn't it almost seem like nothing's changed at all? I'm trying to get these ones in early, so we can actually like play the game. I'm gonna hide my preview. I'm lagging. That's not good. I hurry up the hill on my way to school. If you have lag in Skyrim, does that mean you're the Laggin-born? It's early in the morning, but the July sun is hot enough that my forehead is quickly covered in sweat. Gross. I arrive at school an hour earlier than usual. I find myself walking alongside kids on their way to their various morning practice sessions. I still haven't heard back from Shiori yet, not that it matters at this point. I might just like normal talk Kaoru the entire time. Shiori. Tachibana-san, I don't even know why you're repeating this. It's not like they're saying anything that any of the viewers couldn't understand. We're not even saying anything that complex. We're just saying our names, and you're repeating it back. You're not even saying any sort of like English translation for the name or something. Not that that would even make any sense. Oh, we're back with this. Because as soon as I arrive at the classroom, I immediately spot her. Thankfully, we're the only 2 people here. A look of bewilderment crosses her face, and she avoids making eye contact with me. I was really tempted to say bewilderment. She bewildin'. I have nothing to say to you, Tachibana-san. Well, I have something to say to you, dang. What? And since you're here at the exact time I mentioned in my text, doesn't that mean you want to talk to me too, you tsundere? No, that's wrong. I'm only here because I have classroom duty today. Isn't that right? Whoever. Isn't that right, Leon? Looks like the name written on the board isn't yours though. I'm gonna add that truth bullet. I'm gonna add that to the truth bullets. Name on the blackboard has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. There must be a mistake with the schedule. Yeah, well, I guess that happens sometimes. Shiori remains seated at her desk and doesn't say anything more, so I take the opportunity to start talking. I've decided to give up on trying to apologize. A lot's happened that led to that decision, but well, that also happens sometimes. I've been thinking about what you said, because you know I'm the only thing on my mind. What? Because you know you're the only thing in my mind. Yeah, I'm not reading that. We heard it last time. Also, I'm realizing that I really need to take more screenshots of like these things if I'm not gonna get CGs, because The last couple weeks have been really rough not having any CGs to use for thumbnails. About why I want to apologize to you so badly. And I realized it's because I want to be able to see you smile again. Oh, I want to be able to smile with you again. Hello, game? Game?
謝ったって謝らなくたって変わることもあれば変わらないこともある。
Sometimes things change, and sometimes they don't, regardless of whether you apologize or not. Like that Polish guy who stole that kid's hat at the US Open. Topical!
それ何も言っていないのと同義じゃないでしょうか。
Didn't you just use a lot of words to say nothing at all? Just like that guy's apology? Topical!
確かにかっこつかないな。
Good point. Ha ha ha. Yeah, that was kinda lame. Just like that guy's apology. Topical! Stop talking about Polish men.
それともう一個。
There's one more thing.
橘さんは何も分かっていません。私、橘さんには何も起こっていませんから。
Okay, I will read these. I've changed my mind. You don't understand anything, Tachibana-san. I'm not angry at you in the slightest. I think back to the other day. The day when I tried to apologizing to her. I could tell there was something she wanted me to say. But at the time, I had no idea what she wanted to hear, or why.
もういいですか。なら私は自習室に行きますから。日直の仕事もないんですし。
Well, are you done? If so, then I'll go to the study room. Since I'm not on the schedule for morning duties, there's no reason for me to be here. Oh, I get it now. Shiori's as bad a liar as I am. I guess you could say that she's a bad liar. Bad liar. Now I know. If she stops trying to act aloof and detached, then she won't be able to keep up the lie. It's sort of like compartmentalizing.
私はね。
The thing is... Ellipses? Wide-eye?
しおりが何に怒ってたかようやく分かった。
I know exactly why you're mad.
言いに来た。
That's why I wanted to talk to you.
そんな、分かったなんて言われたくありません。
Are you serious right now? There's no way you could possibly know that.
でも私は分かった風な口で言うよ。
I am serious. Oh, she didn't even say that. My punchline doesn't even work. I'll say it anyway. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. But I'll continue talking as if I do. Ellipses! Exclamation point?
いいんだよ、しおり。そのままで。私にたくさん怒って。
It's okay, Shiori. You can stay mad at me if you want. You've got a lot to be angry about, right?
わけわかりません。
You're not making any sense. She snaps at me. It's a far cry from the perfectly composed honor student act she usually puts up, but it's not the Z snap or the bend and snap. And I'm very happy to see that.
私、自習室に行きます。橘さんはわけのわからないことばっかり言いますから。話は終わりです。
I'm going to the study room. I don't understand anything you're trying to say, so this conversation is over. We're finished.
いいよ、言っても。でも追いかける。
Go if you want, but I'll just follow you. I'm in my stalker arc right now.
だから。
I told you already. She's blushing. This is romance. This is how it works.
私、進路調査票。
It's not. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a crime. I finished, by the way. My survey.
私、頑張った。しおりに大丈夫だよって胸張って言えるように。
I did my best, so now I can proudly tell you I'm going to be okay. Why is she pogging now? No, I missed it! Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me save here. I'm gonna pause the recording. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to that moment. I'm gonna get it. I'll be right back. Okay, it was unnecessary to make a save, but I did just in case. I've just finished taking the picture of Shiro Pog. Right after I finish speaking, I hear the sound of several pairs of footsteps coming from the hall. Morning practice shouldn't be over yet, so the sound must be from some other kids who just happened to come to school early.
ね、話の続き。
Let's continue this somewhere else. Come on. I'm too shy to hold Shiori's hand, so I grab her arm instead, very forcefully, like someone trying to force her into doing something that she doesn't want to do. Calm down, Kaoru. Whether she notices that or not, I'm able to lead Shiori up onto the roof without her putting up a fight. Calm down, Kaoru. Stop it. Get some help. I've never been up on the roof before. I have to say, it's nice feeling like I'm tall.
私も。ならちょうどいいじゃん。そこ座ろ。
Me neither, though it's because I'm already tall, so I never felt the need to be able to look down on something. It works out perfectly though. Let's sit over there. Dang, she really hit her with that. And by her, I mean me. We sit down with our backs against the fence that encircle the roof, and Neon's gonna take another screenshot, because this probably isn't gonna go into the CG library. The wind is even stronger than when I was down in the courtyard, probably because of how high up we are. The roof area is freely accessible to students. Technically, it's not the actual roof. Where we're at is just a small area that juts out from the main building. Oh, so it's like a veranda. CG. Boom.
気持ちいいね。風。海風なんだよね。きっと。
The wind feels really nice. This must be a sea breeze. I still can't tell. This has got to be the funky shading, right? Because she doesn't wear like tights or anything like that. I can't vibe with this like weird shading that they do. They did it with Rika too. They did it with Riku too when they were dressed up in the dresses and the chipaos. But like it really makes her look like she's wearing like pantyhose or something, and I know she's not. Ellipses, ellipses. What is this weird angle?
でも海は見えるけど意外と距離あるんだよね。なんだろう、遠近法?
It's weird, right? I can see the ocean, but it's surprisingly distant. What's that called? An optical illusion? Excuse me.
進路調査票のことだよね。
Right, the survey. Best believe I'm getting all of these.
はい。
Yeah.
私がなんて書いたか気になる?
Do you want to know what I wrote? Ellipses, ellipses.
学校の先生。
I want to be a teacher.
しおりには話してたかな。忘れちゃったけどこれさ、私が先生に振られた時に書いたのと同じなんだ。
Shiori really like... I can't frown that much. Did I already tell you? I forgot if I did, but anyway. That's the same answer I wrote on the day Sensei dumped me. After I finished speaking, she nods silently. 1 month ago, I told Sensei exactly why I filled out the form the way I did.
今私が先生をどう思っているかとかは関係なくてさ、私が自分の気持ちをちゃんと考えてみたらこうなった。
It doesn't matter how I feel about her now. I thought it over and I realized my answer remains the same.
あの時先生に憧れた気持ち、恋とかじゃなくて先生をかっこいいなって思った気持ち、こんな大人がいいなって思った気持ちを思い出した。
I felt a deep admiration for Sensei. I can't call it love in a romantic sense. I thought she was cool and I looked up to her. I wished I could be the kind of adult that she was. They often say that love is blind. I finally realized that the love I thought I'd felt for her had really just been a longing for the adult life she had. Though honestly, love and admiration can easily go hand in hand.
しおりと一緒に勉強したことも大きな理由。私、実は勉強って嫌いじゃなかったかもって思い出した。
Look at her pouty
もとも
face.
と国語はしおりより得意だしさ。
Studying with you was a major factor in my decision too. It made me realize that I actually don't hate studying. In fact, I'm even better at Japanese than you are. She's so upset about that one.
あと、朝日先生ともちょっと話した。あんな感じだけど、やっぱ先生なんだなって思ったんだ。そんな風にいろいろ考えて、先生っていいなって思ったんだ。
I got some freaky lashes though. I also got a chance to talk with Miss Asahi. I realized that she can be the person she is and still be a teacher. After giving it some serious consideration, I decided, being a teacher is not that bad.
これが私が進路調査票を書けるようになるまでの経緯。
Why is
正
her
直
mouth moving?
まだ自信はないんだけど。
I accidentally pressed something. And that's how I was finally able to finish filling out my post-graduation survey. Honestly, I'm still not sure it's what I want to do with my life, but hey.
どうでもいいです。私には関係ありませんから。
I don't care. None of that has anything to do with me.
関係あるよ。
It does. I'm feeling more confident than usual today. Ignoring Shiori's surprise, I continue speaking.
しおりと一緒に思い出の地巡りを始めたから。もっと単純。しおりと出会えたからできたんだ。
This is all because we went on your memory tour together. Actually, no. It's far simpler than that. It's because I met you. And that, kids, is how I met your mother. Also, I was gonna do a joke. It's too late. You know what? Let's do it anyway. This will probably break a bunch of stuff. But it is Labor Day. Or it's now, by the time this comes out, it'll be after Labor Day. Oh no, this is not gonna work either. Where's the other one? Is it this one? It's after Labor Day, and you know what they say. You can't, oh, he's still wearing white. I was gonna say, you can't wear white after Labor Day. So I was gonna instead wear this, but he's still wearing white. Okay. Let me see if I can get rid of this white. I can change the shirt color and get rid of this bag, and we'll be right back. Okay, now that we're back and I've probably ruined my entire like my centering and everything like that, I've gotten rid of all of the gray or all of the white except for this bag, which I don't think I can get rid of it all. So we're back. I've chosen to go with a clean gray, and the sweater might be it might be a different color. I accidentally reset it, but it should be okay. Probably won't use this model, but I remembered I was like, oh, I should do this because I can change all the colors. No white after Labor Day. So anyway, back to UsoNatsu. This is all because we went on your memory tour together. Actually, no. It's far simpler than that. Because I met you. Oh man, this is gonna be like awful for centering. I think I'm gonna have to move myself over. Yeah, this model is like, it moves around way more than the other one, so just gotta watch out for that. I also have not calibrated this at all, so if the expressions seem weird, that's why. Despite going to the same school and being in the same class, we might as well have never met until that day. The day Shiori saw me after Sensei dumped me. When I promised to accompany her on her memory tour.
私が進路調査票を書くって決めたのは、しおりのやろうとしてたことは間違ってないって伝えるためなんだよ。
The reason I...
で証明したかった。
That's my fault. That's on me. That's on me, Kadu. The reason why I decided to fill out the survey is so I could convince you that you weren't wrong to try and do what you did. And I wanted to show you some results to prove it. to confront one's own memories, to face the past, and to make brand new memories. I could answer the survey with confidence because all of those things worked for me.
私できたよ。だからしおりも絶対大丈夫。
I did it. And that's why I know that you can do it too, without a doubt.
無責任に言わないでください。
Don't make promises you can't keep. She struggles to speak, seemingly forcing those words out. And then she speaks with a piercing directness that I've never heard from her before.
私怖いんです。
I'm scared.
立花さんの言っていることはわかります。自分でも自分が変化しているのがわかります。お兄ちゃんみたいになりたい、ならなくちゃって気持ちも小さくなっています。
I understand what you're saying, Tachibana-san, and I know that I'm changing. The feelings I've held until now, how I've always wanted to become just like my older brother, are gradually fading away.
だから怖いんです。自分が自分じゃなくなるのが。だって。
And that's why I'm scared, because I don't feel like myself anymore.
私嫌な子なんですよ。
I'm a horrible person, aren't I? Her voice grows quiet and tremulous. Just those few words are enough to prove how much she's changed from how she used to be. And so...
なんでそう思ったのか教えて。
Why do you think that? Tell me. I need to get to know her better. No, I don't need to out of some sense of obligation or duty. For my own sake, I want to know the source of Shiori's anxieties and fears.
私の前で演じなくていい。嘘つかなくていい。
You can drop the act. You can be honest with me.
しおりがいい子でも嫌な子でも私には関係ないよ。
It doesn't...
私がしおりと一緒にいたいって思ったんだから。
It doesn't matter to me whether you're a horrible person or a perfect one. I just want to be with you, you know? I'm tangled up in blue. The dolphins make me cry.
でも
But...
信頼していいよ。だって私両親のことちょっと嫌いでちょっと好き。あんなことがあっても今日までずっとそうだった。
Trust me. After all, just look at me. I kind of hate and kind of love my parents. Through everything that's happened, from when it all started right up until today. That, more than anything, should be proof enough of the type of person I am. It's true that I'm mostly just repeating what my dad said to me. But still, I can finally say it with my head held high. I had to do it. I know they're having it.
私
I know they're having an emotional moment, but I couldn't not, you know? Because I'm tangled up in blue, just like the sky. I only want to be with you. I hate Hootie and the Blowfish. Blowfish? No, that's the guy in Harry Potter. That's the guy in Percy Jackson. She speaks quietly, lowering her gaze, her Leviathan mare gaze. Then she closes her eyes, and after a few seconds, she slowly looks back up at me.
また裏切られると思ったんです。そしてそう思ってしまった自分が嫌だったんです。
I felt like I was being betrayed again, and I hated myself for feeling that way. Ellipses! Exclamation point.
立花さんが下月先生に会いに行ったのは立花さん側の主張もあるとは思いますけれど、結果として私に嘘をついたというのは事実です。
That you went to see your ex. I'm sure you had your reasons for doing so, and they might be perfectly valid ones. But that doesn't change the fact that you lied to me. I know.
恋心は簡単に人を嘘つきにしてしまうんです。
Love can so easily turn people into liars.
お兄ちゃんも同じように私に嘘をついたことがあります。
The same thing happened with my older brother. He lied to me.
お兄ちゃんは明るくて優しくて賢くて学校でもずっと人気があってお父さんからも期待されていて私も大好きでした。
My brother was bright, kind, so smart, and incredibly popular at school. My father had such high hopes for him, and of course, I loved him as well.
私が7歳、お兄ちゃんが13歳だった9年前、激しい雷雨の日、お兄ちゃんは雷を怖がる私と一緒にいてくれるって言っていました。
It happened 9 years ago, when I was 7 and my brother was 13. There was a heavy thunderstorm. My brother told me that he'd stay with me because he knew I was afraid of the thunder and lightning.
でもその日、お兄ちゃんは私を置いて家を出たんです。当時、お兄ちゃんが恋をしていた両思いだった女の子と会うために。
But he ended up leaving me home alone. He was in love at the time, and he'd gone out to meet a girl who was equally in love with him.
そしてお兄ちゃんは帰ってこなかったんです。雷雨にもかかわらず夜の海に出て命を落とした。
And that night, he never came back. Despite the storm, he went out into the ocean in the middle of the night, and he lost his life.
一緒にいた女の子は一命を取り留めたそうですが、明らかにそれは心中でした。
The girl he'd been with survived, but it seemed obvious to me at the time that they'd attempted suicide together.
お兄ちゃんに対してお父さんはずっと厳しかったんです。お医者さんになれるように生活も勉強も厳しくしていた。恋をした女の子と出かけるなんて当然許さなかった。
My father had always been hard on my brother. Studying so hard to become a doctor left him with almost no social life. So of course, when he wanted to go out with the love of his life, he knew there was no chance he'd be allowed to. I feel like she's intentionally leaving the details vague. I'm assuming that her father's strictness went beyond simply forcing her brother to study or enacting a curfew. His demands robbed her brother of his dignity. My mind makes a connection between that and his violence towards Shiori.
そしてお兄ちゃんが好きになった女の子も家庭で悩みがあったそうです。だからこそ惹かれ合ったのかもしれません。
The girl my brother fell in love with had her own family issues. Maybe that's what drew them together. Kind of like us, huh?
夜に海でなんてどっちから言い出したのか想像することもできません。けれど間違いなくその夜お兄ちゃんは命を落とした。
I can't even begin to imagine which one of them came up with the idea in the first place. But one way or the other, my brother lost his life that night.
たくさん泣いてたくさん悲しみました。でも徐々に自分の中で大きくなる感情があったんです。
I cried a lot, and I was sad, of course. I could feel another emotion gradually growing stronger inside me.
お兄ちゃんは現実から逃げたんじゃないか。私を裏切って私に辛い現実を押し付けて逃げたんじゃないかって。
A sense that my brother ran away from the world, that he'd betrayed me, that he forced me to live in the painful reality he'd left behind. A painful reality. Those words are heavy with meaning. The death of her mother, an overbearing father, the loss of freedom, her entrance exams. That was her reality. Shiori's own truth about her brother's death isn't something I can easily say I understand or empathize with.
私はそんな風に思ってしまう自分がすごく嫌いなんです。ただでさえ私はずっとダメな子だって言われていたのに。
And a part of me hates myself for thinking of it like that. I've been told my whole life that I'm a horrible person, and yet even still...
そっか。だから私はいい子になろうとしたんですね。性格も好みも勉強もみんなに好かれるお兄ちゃんみたいになろうとしたんですね。
Actually, it all makes sense. That's why I've been trying so hard to be good. I tried to be like my brother, who everyone adored by copying his personality, his interests, and his study habits. Shiori sounds very impersonal in her analysis.
私がお兄ちゃんみたいになりたかったのはお父さんを喜ばせたかったから。それがきっかけ。その思いまでは否定しなくてもいいのかなって思ったんです。
I want to be like my big brother because I wanted to make my dad happy. That was the root of it all, and I realized I can finally be honest with myself about that. She's digging down to the root of why she wanted to become so much like her brother. It's a fact that she herself had never noticed before, or perhaps one that didn't want to see. What? I think that's supposed to say, or perhaps one that she didn't want to see.
やっぱり私がしおりに嘘をついてしおりを裏切ったから。
I guess it makes sense why you'd react that way to me lying to you, to betraying you.
違うんです。それはきっかけなんです。自分の感情を思い出したきっかけ。
No, it was nothing more than a trigger, an act that triggered a flood of suppressed emotions.
お兄ちゃんがいなくなった時の私の中の悪い気持ちを思い出すきっかけ。
It made me remember how I felt when my brother disappeared from my life forever.
あの時のことを思い出したから気づいちゃったんです。
And remembering those feelings made me realize something,
私も同じだって。
that I'm no different.
私だって嘘をついたんです。リクとも一緒に勉強するって言ったのに、あの時私は立花さんだけに連絡をしてしまったから。
Because I'm a liar too. I said I would be studying with Riku as well, but I only texted you, Tachibana-san. That's not where I thought she was gonna go with this at all. I think we might eventually be getting there, but I totally thought she was going more along the lines of like, she realized that she felt the same way about Kaoru that she did about her brother, that she loves her too. But no, we might be getting there, but that was more of the angle I thought this was going.
明日お父さんが
Okay, I'm not
外出
reading
す
her
ることになりま
text
した。
again.
でもなんでそんなことをしたのかわからないんです。ずっとずっとわからなくて。
She's getting there. But why is her mouth still moving? She's going. But I have no idea why I did that. It doesn't make any sense to me. I've been trying to figure it out all this time.
わからないのに自分がすごく嫌で嫌でどうしようもなくなってしまったんです。
I don't understand at all. I hate myself so much. And I can't stand it.
立花さんの姿を声を髪の匂いをつないだ手を立花さんのことを思い出すたびに自分の気持ちがわからなくなって怒ることしかできなくなっちゃうんです。
Whenever I think of you, your voice, the way your hair smells, the way your hand feels in mine, anything about you, I can't understand my own feelings That's why I get angry.
私は立花さんとも陸とも仲良くしたいのに、私の心が邪魔をするんです。
I want to be friends with both you and Riku, but my heart keeps getting in the way.
私はどうすればいいんですか？
I don't know what to do. What should I do? Shiori's anger has given way to a desperate urgency. I understand what she's saying very well, and I'm all too familiar with the feelings that are tormenting her. People say that you can't fully understand someone until you've walked a mile in their shoes. And if that saying is true, well, I would know better than anyone what Shiori is going through right now.
私はどうすればいいんですか？
What am I supposed to do?
ならその感情をわからないからわかるにしようよ。
For starters, let's work on figuring out what this mystery emotion you're feeling actually is.
でも私嫌な子なんですよ。
But I'm a horrible person.
言ったじゃん。私はしおりがいい子でも悪い子でも一緒にいたいってさ。
I already told you before, didn't I? I just want to be with you, no matter what type of person you might be.
でも
But
私だってしおりのわからないはわからない。答えをあげるなんてできない。多分しおりが自分で見つけないといけない。
this has been an action-packed 40 minutes. I personally don't understand what you're feeling, so I can't give you an answer as to what it might be. That's something you're going to have to figure out for yourself.
私が自分のわからないをわかるにできたように、きっとしおりだってできる。
But just like I was able to figure out parts of myself that were a mystery to me, I'm sure you'll find your own answer.
思い出の地巡りの先に進路調査票の答えもしおりがわからない感情の答えもきっとある。
I know that your memory tour will lead you not only to the answers for the questions on the survey, but to the ones in your heart as well. I said that kind of weird. Heart. I'm well aware that I'm stalling for time here. Not just when it comes to Shiori's issues, but my own as well. And it makes me understand, at least a little, how Sensei, Shimotsuki Mire, must have felt when she treated me the same way. Actually, at least Sensei tried to draw a clear boundary at one point. So I'm doing something even worse. And yet, even so...
はい。
Okay. And then Shiori smiles. That special smile that I only ever get to see. Oh, that only I ever get to see. That smile sends all my worries and anxieties flying, making me feel like everything's going to be fine.
立花さんと一緒ならできる気がします。あの日私が思ったことはきっと間違いじゃなかったんですよね。
I think I can do it. As long as you're with me, Tachibana-san. I know in my heart that the way I felt back then wasn't a mistake at all.
きっと
Yeah, that's right.
改めてこれからもよろしくお願いします。
Well then, thanks in advance for continuing to support me.
一緒に見届けさせてね。しおりの思い出の地巡りの先にあるものを。
You can count on me. I'll be right there with you on your memory tour, all the way until the end. I'm really tempted to use that as the hook clip, but I don't know if that would be too much of a spoiler for the whole episode. Just then, the warning bell rings, letting us know that we have 5 minutes before class starts. Brother John... No, that's morning bells, not warning bells. Are you late? Are you late? Student John, Student John. Warning bells are ringing, warning bells are ringing. Dun 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 dun. That's not that right, that's the X-Files. Just as I'm about to get to my feet, Shiori stops me.
待ってください。もっと一緒に私の隣にいてください。
I'm
も
being
うちょっとだ
blinded.
けお話ししたいんです。
I'm being blinded by this white screen. Why do they keep doing this to me? Wait, please. Stay by my side for a little bit longer. I want to talk with you for a few more minutes. Oh, here it comes. The worries that have flown away now return with a vengeance, shooting an arrow of self-loathing right through my heart. I guess you could say that I'm shot through the heart, and you're to blame. Darling, you give love a bad name. I ran away once, and now I understand why I felt like I had to. A seed bursts open inside of me, and a blue flower blooms.
二人だけの時間が心地よくって、だからもう少しだけこのままで。
I feel so comfortable with you. That's why I want to stay here, just the two of us, for a little longer.
いや、一緒にもうちょっと。
Okay, sure. I'll stay with you, right here, for a few more moments. I love Shiori. I'm in love with Minagi Shiori, who's gracing me with that smile of hers.
珍しいね。しおりからサボっちゃおうなんて。
It's not like you to be late for class. Now, I definitely can't use that as the hook clip, right? I really want to, though.
だって、
I can't, though. As much as I'd love to, I can't.
したいって言ったじゃないですか。
I mean, it's just that... Seeing Shiori fumble shyly over her words is so adorable that I find myself smiling in response. There are two very different emotions swirling around inside me. But right now, all I want to do is let the cool breeze wash over me and savor our time together. Needless to say, skipping class is severely frowned upon, but today we just have an extended homeroom for first period, so it's not as big of a deal. Today, at this moment, for once in her life, Shiori can find it in herself to bend the rules just a tiny bit. Once the bell for first period finishes ringing, Shiori asks me something.
それじゃあ、先週の日曜日について、橘さんの主張を供述してください。
So, I'd like to hear your sworn testimony regarding the events that transpired this previous Sunday.
供述って大げさな。
Sworn testimony seems a little overboard, don't you think? Stare.
わかったよ。
Fine, fine. I start telling her what happened. I was in a state of confusion over my feelings for Sensei and hoped meeting her in person might shed light on the issue. I'd remembered Sensei talking about some special painting exhibition at the art museum the day Shiori, Riku, and I ventured into Tokyo, so I decided to go there. Not only did Sensei show up, but she had Miss Asahi in tow. The two of them were drinking buddies who would, on occasion, go out for a beer, or several. The three of us checked out the exhibition before stopping by a cafe. Miss Asahi had been with us up until the moment when I bumped into Shiori and her father at the station, and I explained how she went off with Sensei for more drinks following that encounter. It ends up being quite a long story. Shiori listens to the whole thing from beginning to end, with her cheeks puffed out in annoyance.
はい、わかりました。やっぱり橘さんは黒です。
Yes, I understand everything now. The verdict is guilty on all charges, with no opportunity for parole.
ごめんって。
I said I was sorry. My instinct is to apologize, even if I know it won't do any good. My apology reminds me of a certain someone, though, and I don't like it.
冗談です。私が怒ることじゃないですもんね。だって私は橘さんが下月先生を。
I'm just joking. I'm not actually mad. I mean, mainly because I know you don't actually... Huh?
あれ、 してかはわからないんですけれど、言えないんです。この先に何を言おうとしてるか分かっているんですけど、口に出したくなくなってしまって。
Huh? I don't understand why, but for whatever reason, I can't bring myself to say it out loud. I know exactly what I want to say, but I can't get the words to come out.
なんでだろうね。
Yeah, that sure is weird. Excuse me. All I can do is try to feign ignorance. After all, ignorance is something I don't know. But I know, because I know exactly how she feels. It's times like this, I wish I was a little less aware and a lot slower on the uptake. You'll go well in...
一限終わるね。どうする？もうちょっとサボる？
Hey, first period is over. What should we do? Keep skipping for a little longer? We can listen to Paramore.
ダメです。じゃあ戻りましょう。
We can't do that. So, we'd better head back inside. Huh? Saved by the bell, as they say. If I stayed here with any longer, I'd find it increasingly difficult to play dumb.
一緒でいいの？
You don't mind going in together?
なんでダメなんですか？
Why would that be a problem?
ダメなことなんてないよね。
Yeah, you're right. It wouldn't be. And so, the two of us head back inside the school building while making sure no teachers or other students see us. Oops. Saw us. Kurakio, Shinguji. Standing next to her in front of the door to our classroom, I find myself way more anxious than I thought I'd be. She's a self-driving car? What? What's this guy? What's this man talking about? No one's gonna get that reference.
たく、ごまかすの大変だったんだぞ。朝日先生が妙に物分かり良かったから助かったけど。
I'd love to cut it off there because I definitely feel like we got through an entire episode's worth of content, but like we're under an hour, and so I don't want an episode to be that short. Plus, I mean, this is the perfect place, but like Riku's here. Yeah, Riku, let's go. Theo, let me tell you, it wasn't easy covering for you two. Though Miss Asahi was weirdly understanding, which helped.
ありがとね、リク。
Thanks, Riku.
保健室行ってたことにしてくれたんだよね。ファインプレー。
You said we'd gone to the infirmary, right? Smooth move, if a little suspicious.
まあ、こうして一緒にご飯食べれてんならいいけどよ。仲直りしたんだよな。
Well, I'm glad the gang's back together at least. Were you two able to patch things up?
元から喧嘩してないよ。ですよね、橘さん。
We were never fighting to begin with. Right, Tachibana-san?
喧嘩はしてないね。確かに。
No fighting around here. Not that I'm aware of.
なんでもいいや、もう。なんか疲れたし、ドーナツ補充しよう。
Well, whatever. I'm like totally exhausted, so I just want to replenish my donut supply now.
で、試験結果はどうだった？
By the way, how'd your exams go? After getting our Japanese history and English exam papers back, we spent the first half of our day going over the correct answers. Now, during lunch break, the three of us are eating outside in the courtyard. Our teachers probably finished grading our math exams by now, so we'll get those back in the afternoon.
完璧。
I aced them.
おお。
Oh. Oh.
平均点以下は1個もないよ。今のとこ。
Not a single below average grade so far.
はい。
Good.
2人は？
What about you two?
私は前回よりもかなりいいぜ。
I did way better than last time.
私も前回より点数が高いと思います。あとは順位が出てみないと結果はわかりませんね。
I think I also managed to improve my grades from last time. But remember, We won't know if you beat the average until the class rankings are posted.
順位は週末にならないとわかんないもんね。どっちにしろ最終結果はその時のお楽しみだね。
Which won't be until the weekend. Well then, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Imagine she ends up being below average. Imagine she doesn't make it. Imagine after all this build-up and all the conversations they've had, all the studying, she ends up not being above the class average.
しおりとは勝負になんねえけど、カオルには負けてらんねえからな。
I can't compete with Shiori, but there's no way I'm losing to you, Kaoru.
何その後ろ向きに前向きな考え方。
That's a pessimistically optimistic attitude to have.
どっちを向いているんでしょうか、それ。
Is it? That's not her voice. Is it possible to be both at the same time? The three of us spend the rest of our lunch break engaged in idle conversation. I don't know if we've ever gotten any CGs or any sprites of any of the male classmates, but I totally, if it weren't for the fact that I was saying no white for Labor Day, I totally could dress up and change the colors to look like their uniform. Just a white t-shirt, and then it's like a black sweater. Or cardigan. It's kind of a relief, and yet I can't help but feel as if something's wrong. A small seed of doubt at the very back of my mind. Different than the seed that bloomed inside of my chest. I'm a regular garden. Still.
ありがとな、カオル。
Oh, black tie. Thanks, Kadu. Thanks, that's not her voice. Thanks, Kadu. It's hard to be heartfelt with it.
何を話したのかわかんなくて、もやもやするとこはあるけどさ。しおりがまたああして笑ってるのを見れるのは、カオルのおかげだよな。
Whoa, that was weird. I'm seeing like a delay when I mouse over VTS, but don't actually switch to it. I get the little preview window and I'm just frozen, but then like I'll get like a really laggy playback of myself. That's kind of weird. I have no idea what you two talked about, and I'm still pretty frustrated with you. But I know it's thanks to you that Shiori's smiling again.
私のおかげだね。
Yup, it's all because of me.
自分で言うもんじゃねえんじゃねえか、それ。でも負けてらんねえな、私もさ。
You're not supposed to say that yourself, you know. Oh, and I'm not giving up without a fight. Riku whispers to me after Shiori steps away from her desk. Oh, I'm sorry. And I'm not going down without a fight. Well, I am relieved. It's made me realize something. Neon should stop whispering into his mic. Our relationship is starting to change, and there's no turning back now. Burning through the skies, yeah. 100 degrees, that's why we're back in Kaoru's room.
落ち着く。
Wow, what a day. I'm lying in bed after finishing my evening routine. The time when we get our exams back is always fraught with anxiety, and on top of that, the events of this morning already used up all of my energy for today.
二人だけの時間が心地よくって、だからもう少しだけこのままで。
I feel so comfortable with you. That's why I want to stay here. Just the two of us. For a little longer. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I.
いや、一緒にもうちょっと。
Okay. Sure. I'll stay with you. Right here. For a few more moments. I've lost my train of thought. Wasted water's all that is, that'll make your flowers grow. There's something in my mind when I think of you sometime, and I wanna spend some time with time. I'm glad we didn't end up getting in trouble for skipping homeroom. I checked with my parents, but the school didn't contact them today. I guess now that I'm a high school student, it's not like the nurse would ring them up even if I did spend homeroom in her office. I'm surprised that Shiori took the risk of the school contacting her father, especially knowing what I do now. Even if he's not physically abusing her anymore, he'd definitely be mad. There's no doubt about it. Shiori has changed a lot. I knew as much the moment we finally got to talk.
謝るとかじゃなかったな。そうじゃなくて、
Why isn't her mouth moving?
もっとしおりと深くいろんなことを話したな。
Why is it broken? She's still blinking, but her eyes aren't, but her mouth isn't moving. It's like she's I can't even do it because my mouth rigging is connected to my mic, so I can't like talk and have you hear it, and still I guess I could just disable it temporarily. And it's like like what? I didn't apologize or anything. Instead, I got to talk with Shiori in depth about a bunch of different things. About the truth surrounding the death of Shiori's older brother. Maybe she was internally monologuing, and that's why her mouth wasn't moving. The cyclone of unfamiliar emotions Shiori is currently dealing with. Meanwhile, my own feelings for Shiori have grown to a point where I can no longer ignore them.
お母さんと同じなのかな。二人同時に好きになっちゃうなんて。でも、もう止まらないよ。この気持ち。
I wonder if this is similar to how my mom felt, falling for two people at the same time. And yet I can't seem to stop myself. You know what they say, you can't stop DNA. Shout out was Leo Marie Johnson, not Kendrick Lamar. But that's exactly why I need to sit down and be humble.
自分の気持ちから逃げちゃダメだよね。向き合いたくないこととも向き合って、私がどうしたいかを決めなきゃ。
I can't run away from my own feelings anymore. I have to face them, no matter how much I'd rather avoid it. And I have to decide what I want. This is so unsettling. The CG with like when she's talking and her mouth isn't moving, and there's still a little bit of movement from like her arm moving and her hair swaying and her blinking, but like there's no other movement. It gives this but it's so subtle. It gives this really weird like unsettling feeling of like a still image that has like something wrong with it. I even managed to finally fill out that stupid survey that I'd put off all of this time. If I can do that, I can do anything. So when it comes to love, I'm sure I'll find my own answer. The words I told Shiori with such conviction come back to me like a boomerang. With that thought in mind, I slowly drift off to sleep. Yeah.
傷跡。あ、かおちゃん、おはよう。
Okay, I know this is a bit of a shorter episode. Had I known this was going to be that short, I might have left in all that time of me messing around with pointless things that added nothing to this episode, but I did not. I think I am going to end here. Gonna hit a quick save here. Chapter 10, Scars. Brother! That's what he says, right? And then he says, long live the king. Right? Isn't that how it goes? Mufasa goes, brother! Yeah, so chapter 10. We just started this one. I think we're gonna stop here with Oh, Cow-chan. Morning. I don't know. I do like this model. One thing I appreciate about it is I like the snappiness of the mouth, and I like the mouth rigging. It's not like super crazy. It doesn't have like any specific vowel shapes or anything like that. In fact, it has less. I mean, it does have some better expressions, I think, but like it's really fluid. You know, like it's really bouncy and fluid. Like you look at my eyes. Well, you actually can't. Oh, there it goes. Like when I like look, you can see it bounce around. Boing, 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 boing. It's like flan or Jello or Orbeez. Y'all remember Orbeez? Now, or oh wow, you got some really weird expression. Like I'm looking over in OBS right now, and you know what? The centering's probably been like all off. I have no idea where this is centered at all, and like the eyes, they just like go all over the place. I don't know. I might use this one some more. I don't know. Maybe we could always switch it up. I could always keep this for stuff like this, and then use the other model for some other stuff. I don't know. I mean, if you like this and you think I should use this, comment down below. If you hate this model, if you think Neon, this looks garbage, I want you to go back to the other one. I want you to go back to your other model with the sweatshirt. I hate this. I hate this man. I do not like how he looks. Also, let me know. I have already said I'm not gonna read that. I briefly looked over at it and I thought I saw something that said Riz in there. I wanted to wait until they did the voice line. I'm pretty sure I saw something that said Riz in there, but I'm pretty sure this game predates popular usage of the word Riz, so I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that there probably wasn't Riz in there. If you want to go back, pause the video, read that description, get spoilers for yourself. You can know for sure. I personally will not. It might be fun at some point, maybe when we beat this game, to go back and look at all of the things. I could look at them now, because it actually does keep the little things here. Oh, and this even has like CG. These are the same CGs. Oh no, they're not. It even has like little CGs of like what, of course, of the different moments. I'm not gonna look at chapter 10, but I will look at these other ones. I can't believe I got this far just for this CG. I'm not gonna look at the other one. Next time we'll start chapter 10, Scars. But anyway, as I move over here, I'm now noticing that my center is completely off. Luckily, I do go to the full screen, no like bubble cam, so shouldn't be a problem. I'm just gonna weirdly not be in the center of my screen. I think my camera is centered here for some reason. If you want to know where I'm looking at, if this is centered correctly, I'm currently looking at the bottom little platform thing on the tower above Mire's head, like right here. This is probably blurred, so you probably can't see it anyway, but when I fade out, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. It's the one right above her head. So yeah, thank you all for watching once again. Sorry if this episode seemed kind of wacky. It was a really good episode. We had some real relationship progress with the two of them. I'm glad to see that they're finally like making progress and we're not kind of just dragging things out for a long time. I will say I did watch an edit just because it showed up. I was curious. I was checking out the UsoNatsu hashtags because I wanted to see like what kind of stuff was being posted. I checked TikTok for the UsoNatsu hashtag and it's like all of my things plus like a couple other ones. And I watched one of the edits, had a really cool song, and it was about Mire. And so there were some CGs in there and I saw some of them. I don't have any of the context, but it's going to be something I keep in mind. I recommend that maybe you don't look it up if you don't want to know those things, but it is something that's going to be floating around in the back of my mind of what is happening? How did those things happen? How did they get there? When did they appear? What is the meaning behind them? Also, she's looking very fierce, Mire, on the title screen. She is, I don't know about her. She's giving me real Makima vibes. Has been since day one. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'm gonna start talking now. Stop talking now. And, go listen to Hootie and the Blowfish. Goodbye. Visual Neon!